Good
Correct.
question. All the art that you did you ever sell it? Like all the stuff that you made from MCA, did you ever sell it, or did you take it with you when you left?
Uh, you know what's funny is I never sold. The only work of art that I sold while I was in undergrad was one of the images I made from Horn Island. And that was like the annual trip to that island. It's like abandoned basically. It's like a sandbar in between Biloxi, Mississippi and the Gulf of Mexico, like 16 miles off the coast. And we went out there, camped for 10 days. We took all our food, all our water, all this stuff. And we made artwork based on that experience. And when we came back, we had this big show. And I sold the work that I made from that show, but I never sold anything else. And I think part of it was, you know, all my peers was doing drawing and painting, and maybe some collage, some printmaking, like very traditional stuff. And I rolled up with like these baskets, you know what I mean? And when I say baskets, it makes it sound so corny, bro. But these weren't baskets. These were sculptures that were like really, I mean, they were just really beautiful. That's why I put them on my Instagram because like
Everybody that don't know, he wasn't really making baskets. He been calling baskets for 20 years. Them motherfuckers wasn't baskets, man. They was
right.
Every now and then he made like a joke out of it, out of the artwork he made. He would make a basket somewhere in it, but that shit, or he would start it out as looking like a basket. That shit was
They all started out looking like baskets, and then they evolve. I mean, it's like people, like if you're a criminal, if you're a athlete at the top of your game, if you a police officer, I mean, you start off as the same kind of genetic shape, makeup, and materials, right? And then you become what you become. And I think that the baskets, they were organic, and they kind of became what they became. But yeah, so I think that because what I was making was so, I mean, avant-garde is probably not the right word, but for the student body, I would say it was avant-garde, maybe, like I was just ahead of my time. I think that's why I got the emeritus award. I think you can't vote for it, you can't apply for it. The teachers have to unanimously decide who is the most exemplary student in this graduating class, and they chose me. And they chose me because here's this dude who came from Chicago, spazzed out his first semester, cussed out the bursar, spit on her, called her a bitch, got suspended from college, got taken out of his class by the dean, had to write a formal letter of apology, lost his scholarship, right? First year, who went through all of that, stayed in school, right? Then got serious, got straight A's for the next 3 years, started staying in the studio 24 hours a day, got 3 scholarships on top of the one that I lost back, right? And then graduated with like a 4 point something, like I didn't have a mentor, you know what I mean? I didn't have somebody in my ear like Alonzo. I listened to Vitus give this talk one time, and he's talking about how Alonzo like put him on, he connected him to these people who ran this business, and how he learned all of these things, and it helped him, and he met all these artists, and he had this whole experience. Like, I think because Vitus was responsible, Alonzo was able to do that for him. But because I was irresponsible, Alonzo was just trying to like get me to like chill out and like focus, you know what I mean? And so that's what I did, and so because he probably didn't trust that I wouldn't spaz out if he put me with someone else, he took me to his studio, and I helped him with ideas for some of the bamboo sculptures that he did. But like, I really didn't have a a mentor. You know what I'm saying? I had to mentor myself. I had to learn what positive self-talk was as a 17-year-old. You know what I mean? And I had to use it to effectively communicate and to keep that side that you were just talking about earlier in the conversation at bay, you know? And so like I was able to do that, and I was able to do that so well that I got this emeritus award, and they gave me what, $1,200 or something when I graduated. And I took it. I flew to Poland for 3 weeks, and I went, I went all over Poland. I went to Slovakia. I went to the Czech Republic, and I went somewhere else. But like, and then I came back and gave a lecture at the school, but like that, I feel like college saved my life in a lot of ways, man. And it definitely changed my life. And, all of that weird stuff that I was doing with all of those materials, I mean, I'm still doing. Like right now, most people are responding to the paintings because to average people, and by average people, I mean people who aren't in the art scene or the art world, drawing and painting is like art, and so I could see why they respond to the paintings. I mean, granted, what I'm painting too is kind of provocative, but like all that material stuff, the plastics and the cardboard and the basketry, that stuff, it's not gone anywhere. It's just fun. It's showing up in different spaces.
Southside, how you doing? Eastside, how you doing? Westside, how you doing? Northside, how you doing? Southside, how you doing? Eastside, how you doing? Westside, how you doing? Northside.